out for a little bit, letting the dog run around. Come here, Bo. What are you doing? What are you doing? See that green collar somebody bought him? I love that. Hagar. It doesn't show up as well on camera as it does in real life. If you want to look up that collar for your dog, I highly recommend it. It's much brighter in person than on camera. And it's a high-powered LED that goes through a tube that goes around the dog, and you just cut it to length. It comes longer than what it needs to be. You just cut the tube with a knife, and you can put it on your dog, and it stands out from the person I saw that had one before somebody bought me mine. I think she was over a quarter of a mile away, and I could see clearly this glowing collar that's powered by a high-powered LED. You can get different colors. I wanted green. Green is most visible to the eye for the most part. But that is it. If you want to see, or if you want to get that for your dog, I highly recommend it. If your dog's ever out at night or in the morning before, before it's daylight out. So how's everybody doing out there? You all ready for Christmas? I'm pretty much ready to go. How about you? Got some nice gifts for mom and dad, and that's going to be nice. Picked up, I'll tell you guys what firearm I picked up. What did DOF get for his dad? Well, it's something that he wanted, and I didn't know about this, but he had wanted it for a while, and then he went to go buy it, and it was out of stock, so I bought it for him. I got him the Henry Golden Boy 22 long rifle, and when I went to the gun store, they actually had a sale on it at Fin, Feather, and Fur. $50 off of what it originally is, and everywhere I was priced them online, it was $50 cheaper than that. So, but they have went up considerably from what they originally were. So the price was $479. Everywhere else I was looking was roughly $530. I got them some Federal Punch ammunition. And what I have to say, though, is when I was at the gun store and I messed with the action on that Henry, it was one of the smoothest actions that I'd ever dealt with on that Henry. I mean, it was super smooth. It was like it was on ball bearings when you hit the lever. And he's going to be real happy with that. Then I also bought my mom and dad. There's a big sale going on at the MyPillow guy, MyPillow websites and that. There is a big sale going on over there, and I got them the slip-on fur-lined slippers that have gel and memory foam and all that good stuff in them. And when they got here, they're much too small for me, but I stuck my hand in one of the slippers, and I immediately almost went and ordered a pair. That's like one of the most comfortable feeling things I've felt, just by sticking my hand in there. It's got memory foam, then something else like the MyPillow stuff, and then a layer of gel. And they're called the MyPillow slippers. So my mom and dad's going to be super pumped when they see that, when they get those. I've got to get them. I've got to order them. They were like, I mean, it was super comfortable. The fur was really soft inside. But so that's about it for me for Christmas right now. You guys can go ahead and comment in there if you want. You got any questions or, want to say anything? Agar, come here. Get the boy over here. Come on, boy. Look at this boy. Look at this boy. Oh, the Glock 43 and the 503. I've had the Glock 43 since 2015, I believe it was, and I love it. The FN 509 was actually one I've wanted to get and have never picked up yet. I wanted to get the one in Flat Dark Earth. I would definitely roll with that FN with no problem. Cool, buddy. It's what are we looking at here? Should be about the same here. Yeah, it's 1:46 here, AM. 1:46. But yeah, man, we're just hanging out. Hagar, come on, boy. I'm just letting him get some jogging in. He can't run in here. It'll tear the pads of his feet. These dogs, these German Shepherds, like him and stuff, they're much too fast and quick to stop if you're throwing a ball in here, and they will rip their pads and be leaving a trail of blood when they walk away. But he can jog around in here, in this area, and it won't hurt his feet. It won't rip his feet. Come on, boy. He's wanting to play around and do what he wants. Hagar, come on, watch. If I start to move around, he really comes running. Yeah, he's super dog. Really good dog. So yeah, guys, just seeing what's going on out there with a little video here. I probably won't even post this video. Like I said, if you got any questions, go ahead and post them up. Any kind of gun questions or anything I could help you with a dog maybe, anything like that. I'll try to answer you to the best of my ability. After I got that Henry lever action for my dad, I said I definitely want to get one in a bigger caliber. I don't know what yet. Oh, also, let's talk about Bond Arms. So I'm connected to a Bond Arms. You know, the Derringers from Texas? They're really like overbuilt stainless steel. They're built like a Smith & Wesson revolver, the same stainless steel and the wood on the grips, but they're not Smith & Wesson, they're Bond Arms. They are coming out with a 4570 barrel that'll go right onto my Derringer. I think it will. You just remove the hex nut. They're coming out with a 450 barrel and a 454 Casull barrel. People thought I was joking. I'd been telling them on this on the social media site they're on that I wanted 4570, and people was just like laughing it off. And I said, no, I'm serious. I like novelty items. I got enough straight standard gun stuff. I like novelty items that maybe you'll go out and show somebody and shoot one time, shoot a few times a year. You know, I like that kind of stuff. Will it hurt? Yeah, you better believe it's going to hurt. But I just want it in the collection, and I think I'll be able to just get the barrel. On those Bond Arms, you just take the hex nut off at the top hinge, and they sell barrels on eBay. You can go get Bond Arms barrels on eBay right now, 45 caliber, whatever you want, and you could attach them right to the lower. Yeah, that's what I got. Keith Gregory just made a comment. That's exactly what I got. I got the Bond Arms and 357 Magnum with the mid-length barrel, not the shorty and not the long one. There's a barrel I was looking at on eBay right now. They got a 6-inch 10mm barrel for that Bond Arms that I got. Pretty cool, man. Okay, let me get to a comment here I missed. 50 BMG. Yeah, I think that'd be a little too much. I'd like it though. Trying to see these comments. There we go. Man, there's a lot of comments. They must have not been showing. Yeah, they just banned 30-round mags in Oregon. That will not stand in the Supreme Court. You guys will get that back. You'll get that back. Clarence Thomas did the thing with the history and tradition piece that he put out. And he's saying history and tradition, it has to be with what the founders were thinking at that time, which means even no serial numbers are legal. I already know personally of a court case where a guy had a gun and they were going to charge him with something on the gun, and one of the charges was a defaced serial number, and they had to remove the charge of a defaced serial number because it's not in the text, history, and tradition of when the Constitution was written. There was no such thing as a serial number. So therefore, anything that was added after the Constitution is null and void. So a serial number is not legal for them to make you have on a firearm, because there were no serial numbers when they made the Constitution. And you're going to see a lot more stuff coming out with that. You're going to see a lot more good news. Clarence Thomas has done more for the Second Amendment with what he did in this ruling than anybody in my entire lifetime. He has absolutely done more. So good things are coming, guys. Good things coming. Don't worry about your arm braces. It's going to get to a point to where short-barreled rifles you'll be able to buy them right off the shelf and fill out a form 4473. It'll get there soon. Don't even worry about the arm braces. They're making a rule that goes into effect, I believe it's in December, but doesn't actually take action until April, so it's months away. Don't even worry about that. What they have to do is get somebody with an arm brace to get charged, and then that person takes it up through the court system, and then it gets kicked out as not being constitutional, and it'll get kicked back out. But that's what it takes. Somebody going through the court system that's getting a charge for a arm brace. Whatever I have, I'm not getting rid of anything. I'm not destroying anything. They're not taking anything. They're not getting anything for me. What I purchased and was legally, and at the time was legal, and bought it like that from the gun store, I'm not changing squat. If they want it, they can try to come take it. I ain't changing squat. Big boy. The ATF has failed on so many levels with so many different rulings in the past 4 or 5 years. All the arm brace is legal. Now it's not legal. You can't shoulder it. Now if you have videos up, we're going to terminate your account on YouTube because you were doing illegal actions. Then a ruling comes out the next year with ATF. You can occasionally put it to your shoulder. It's all a bunch of BS. It's all anti-Constitution. There is no such thing as having a limit on the barrel. It's not in the text, history, and tradition of our Constitution. You don't need to have a certain barrel length. It's all a bunch of BS. 100%. And the ATF has flip-flopped on this so many times. Half the people out there that own these guns don't even know this is happening. So how are you going to arrest? They say there's around probably 20 million arm braces out there. How are they going to arrest 10 million people? Most guys I know bought them because their sons had them and they liked them. Older people buy them. There's people that don't mess around on the internet too much is what I'm trying to say, that has no idea what's going on, that owns these legally purchased arm braces. And they ain't going to do squat, so don't even worry about it. What's up, big boy? What's up, big boy? Him's a big boy. What up, big guy? No, he's trying to bump that release up with his nose. What's up, big guy? All right, guys. Well, he's wanting to get to walking around, so let me answer this question here. No, don't do that, bud. What are driving now? I'm thinking about what? Hang on. Thinking about buying a diesel Jeep Wrangler. Oh, what am I driving? You can look in my videos here recently. I'm driving a full-size pickup truck right now. It's easy to see in my videos. I'm driving a Ford F-150 that is in, it's called Blue Flame Metallic. I love it. It's like the flame color on a gas burner, but with metallic, heavy metallic in it. One of the best colors I think Ford ever had. Full-size F-150 with the 5.0 engine. And couldn't be happier with that truck. Could not be happier with it. It's not a new one by any means. In fact, it's 10 years old. But I love it. I just love it. So that's what I'm driving. Jeeps are good. I don't have nothing against them. All right, guys. You guys take it easy, man. I'm out. It's starting to rain.